Hey y'all, Rob at Epikos, back with another video. Hopefully these types are going to become a pretty regular thing. We're going to start highlighting and showcasing the new stuff, whether it's brand new to us, whether it's relatively new and I just want to give it some shine, whether it's new in the world at large or just new to us and it's been around. The emphasis of this is new, and come in and see what's new. So let's start with the brand new. This stuff is just hitting the shelves today, basically. We got a couple of different Batman games and an animal game, which IPs and animals are kind of the theme of some of the new stuff this week. So 2 different Batman games. We get asked from time to time about solo games and games you play by yourself. This one is specifically targeted as that. You are basically Batman and you are playing through a variety of scenarios. They kind of build on each other. What happens in one carries over to the next, so that's a great spot to jump in. That's Batman The Dark Knight Returns. And then this is Everybody Lies. It's got the Batman theme on it, but this is actually just a reskinning of this detective system. This has been out for a few years, and this is really neat. There's basically an internet database. It's like you access the internet. You need an internet connection to do this. You're searching the internet for various clues and going to like fake websites that they basically built for you to research and track down these different things. There's a bunch of different scenarios in that one as well. So Batman and scenarios. And then this is just a funny, clever idea. This is called Squid Inc. And you are basically working your way up the corporate ladder at Squid Inc. But you are various animals, and there's a spatial element as you're drafting cards, trying to build up to the CEO. You're trying to work up to the chain. It's almost mafia-ish. There's a lot of backstabbing and working your way up, but in a corporate setting. Very funny, but with the animal theme. Animal themes, if you caught our other video or are going to catch our other video, we've got hibachi, which is cats, and hibachi, and so it's tailor-made for the internet age. It's a cool, I'm not always the biggest fan of dexterity games, so there's some kind of actual physical nature to it. This is a flicking game, so you're flicking little discs, but you flick them on and depending on where they land, you get different ingredients and you're trying to fulfill orders. Just a really fun concept. Again, if your family likes cats or food, one or the other or both, man, that'd be a fun one. Animals again with creature comforts. This one we have had for a little bit of time, but I wanted to highlight it because to me, this gives a little bit of Everdell vibes. So Everdell's a game that's been out for a while. It's got the animals doing things and going out about their daily lives, but mechanically it's very different than Everdell. That's a card game. This is a dice placement game, so you're taking dice and putting them in different spots to do different things, acting as workers to build really the most comfortable living environment for various creatures. This is funny because it's called Platypus, which is an animal, and they kind of try to tack this on, but this is not really an animal-based game. This is essentially cooperative Codenames with a little bit of a tweak. So if you're familiar with Codenames, one of the most popular games of all time, you're giving clues that get your teammates to include certain elements of it and exclude other things. You don't want to pick the wrong words. You want to identify the right spies. This is all that, but you're working on a team and you've got a grid and you're trying to eliminate different ones with clues that you're giving until you finally get down and hone in on the one. Just a neat concept. Again, Codenames is just an unbelievable game. We've got probably almost 10 different versions at this point. There's a Disney, there's a Marvel, but just another one in that similar vein. It's not surprising as one of the highest selling games of all time that people would try to re-implement it. This is one that they did and slapped an animal theme on it, but not quite an animal game. I'm a sucker for word games, and if you are too, this is a brand new game out from GameRight. This is a cool game. You're building words, and then you are trying to give clues to the other people at the table that have also built their words, but you can choose if you want to give really specific clues or really vague clues. But if you give really helpful clues, you can get more points. But if you give too helpful clues, the other people are just going to guess your word and steal those points from you. So a really neat back and forth kind of push-pull, build your own word game in real time. So that's always neat. Whenever we get a cool new word game in, that always piques my interest because honestly not a ton of them come out and it's hard to find a good one. Some stuff that's been out for a little while, but I do again just want to highlight Power Grid, a classic game from Friedman Freeze. They've come out with a recharged version. They just updated some of the stuff, some of the graphic design, but can't go wrong with Power Grid. Vagrant Song is a very new game and very new to us. It's a cooperative game. You're on this ghost infested train, but it's a co-op and you're moving between the different train cars. It's very immersive, very thematic. I'm a little bit of a baby when it comes to ghosty kind of spooky stuff, so I'm a little bit hesitant to dip my toe in. But from everything I've heard and read and looked into, just an awesome mechanical. It's not Castle Panic or even Chronicles of Avel Siege of Rundar, some of these co-ops that are very family friendly, and you can tell by the artwork that that's what they're going for. This, if you like having your kids watch scary movies with you, this could be family friendly, but that's not the intent. This is a very meaty, thinky cooperative game, and so that might appeal to you. We talked about Batman and a couple of IP-centric games. We've got a couple of Robin Hood games, and again, both co-ops, but both very different. This version from Cosmos, this game, the board evolves. You're putting stickers on stuff. It's very, very neat, and you're adjusting and kind of thinky. You can see they went for more like the realistic artwork, and then they've got the cartoony Robin Hood artwork on it. And this is a card-based game where you're playing different cards down that have different symbols to defeat different villains. So yeah, really, if you're into Robin Hood, we've got kind of both ends of the spectrum, but both cooperative, both opportunities to work together. Circling back to the animal theme, Ark Nova, terraforming Mars with animals. That's really that's the pitch. That's the sells itself. We've still got copies available. I know a lot of places don't, so come in and grab it before we are in the don't category right now. We are very much in the do, so come grab that. And we'll finish it off and talk about one last co-op-ish type game, and that's Patient Zero. This is a cooperative but team versus team deduction game. So you're trying to find the cure. That's the subheading, Patient Zero, find the cure. But you're working against another team, and you're going head-to-head, and you're sharing information and researching and getting clues and trying to deduce off of this grid what the actual essential elements of it are to find the cure. And so it's cooperative, but also team-based. Again, I mentioned code names when it came to Platypus. A good team game is hard to find. You can find cooperative where everybody works together. You can find head-to-head where everybody's against each other. But hey, let's split into 2 teams and cooperate with just half the people that came to game night. Patient Zero gives you the opportunity to do that. So we've got way more than this, as always, and we've always got new stuff coming in. I want to kind of get in the habit of highlighting that every week for you guys, letting you know what's again, new to the store, new to the world, new to us, and hopefully new to you.